moms, welcome back to Momestly Me, and in today's video we are making a hello summer sign. So today we're going to make a summer sign with popsicle shapes because I'm trying to do something festive for the summer, even though I hate summer. This is Dawn. We talk about Dawn a lot on the channel, and we did, she was part of season 1 of Humanizing Moms, which is how she got her awesome t-shirt. So I'm going to start with I guess I'll explain like what we're doing. So I painted a piece of wood white. No, I'm not painting over it again. It's beachy. We'll go with that. And that's right. This is my hello. These are the letters that say summer. And they're going to go on these cute little popsicle shapes. Which took forever to cut on the Cricut. But that's okay. Because they're cute. They just took a long time because it's thick wood. So the idea that I saw had kind of like pastel popsicles and then just had letters in the middle of the popsicle shapes. So a couple of these I won't have to change. I won't have to change the purple or the pink. These are pastel-y. We'll just have to change the orange, the yellow, the blue, and the green. So we'll add white to these to make them a little more muted. So hopefully they'll be pastel-y. That's it. That's what we're doing. Who knows how this conversation, what we're going to talk about, because I'm tired.
That's kind of normal though.
It is. Everything I do revolves around being tired. I think I'm going to leave the bottoms of the sticks out. Okay. These little pieces. Just because I feel like
that is something I am capable of.
Oh God.
As I'm knocking everything over, I'm not capable.
So when we do these, we'll have to like do them probably separate and then hot glue them together. I didn't realize the Cricut was going to cut the middle of the popsicle stick out. I mean the popsicle itself. So it's going to be fun. I'll do this first. Let's see if I can come up with some colors. As I'm recording this, Oliver turns 3 tomorrow. That's exciting. And depressing.
That's crazy.
And crazy. And depressing. Now, I have to say, this age is fun. I like this age. I don't have any qualms. The older he gets, the more we can do. So I'm not really like too bummed.
I don't know. I keep telling Vinny that it doesn't get better till Marshall's 4. So I figured, why lie to him?
That it doesn't get better?
No, because Marshall's just very jealous and needy and a little mean. And Vinny just says, what's wrong with him? And I say, he's 2.
What's wrong with him?
And he's like, well, when is he going to get better? And I said, when he's 4. And he says, but that's a really long time. And I was like, yeah, but...
Right, like...
I mean, there's no point in lying.
That's all I got, little homie. That's all I got.
And he was like, was I like this when I was little? I said, well, you didn't have to share as much. Like, I think
that's different.
It's totally different because, like, Marshall always has to share. And so they have, like, that. It's amazing to see how young that competition starts.
I can see that.
Vinny walks into the room and all of a sudden Marshall's like, no.
Because he knows, like...
Vinny's going to come in and take attention and, Yeah.
This,
Yeah, I mean, I think that, like, developmentally and stuff like that, it's, like, really amazing, like, even to see, you know, because...
Oh, that's pretty light already.
That's pretty. I like that color.
I thought it was going to be too bright. Well, this is fine. I still have to put some in here. I thought it was, like, this color.
Right.
Like, I was gonna be like, bam, in your face.
How is it gonna be?
Bam.
But it's like...
That's not copywritten, by the way. That's just a word. I can't remember if we're 4 minutes in yet, so I can't cuss until we're 4 minutes in. Probably 4 minutes in.
But I think, like, developmentally, like, I keep, because Oliver's, like, 7 months older than Marshall. So it's always, like, interesting to kind of see, like, ooh, that's where they have that to look forward to, because I kind of forgot some of it from Vinny. Like,
well, you get so focused on, like, the now, like, what you're used to, like, you know.
Well, and even looking back for Vinny, because he's, 6.5. And so it's, like, I totally forget that, you know, I knew he couldn't always do things, but you kind of forget, like, oh yeah, that's right, you
like
at
one point.
At one point,
like, yeah, like at one point it was completely different.
Yeah,
and it's so funny because like thinking it's only been like we're still in the very beginnings of parenthood, like both of us.
Yeah,
and we have like so much left to. We still have like so much to experience, but I feel like for me it feels like Oliver has always just been like this. Like when I try to think back to the newborn stuff, or like I think about like I go back and I look at pictures and stuff, it's really weird to me that he was ever anything other than like what he is right now. It's super strange. And it's like, well, I mean, I guess he obviously was.
Yeah. And in some ways, like even at 6, I'm like, how are you 6 already? And then in other ways, you're like, how are you not out my house?
Right.
Depends on the day, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. Depends on the kind of day they're having.
Yep.
The kind of day you're having. The kind of day everyone they interacted with is having. So these are slightly different shapes, so try to keep them together so we don't forget which ones will fit, which ones don't.
Got it.
Because I was trying to make them fit the width and height, and it was...
Oh, okay.
Here we are. Okay. So I would leave the bottom part like this.
The stick part? Okay.
I would just... Son of a bitch. I would just leave that wooden.
4 minutes in?
Yeah, we're 4 minutes in. I try really hard not to say the F word. Fun fact, my mom thinks that the F word is why we don't have more viewers, but y'all have not subscribed anymore since I stopped saying the F word. So I'm going to go back to saying it. It ain't made no difference. Y'all don't care.
So just leave this section?
Yeah, just the U, I think. Make it a little more natural. You know, like an actual popsicle stick. But yeah, I think, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Did I mention I don't like summer? Summer to me is just such an like, I don't know, like, women I feel like put so much pressure on themselves and other women to be a specific way for summer, and like, I just don't care. Like, I had a coworker one time, at Veritiv actually, where Dawn and I met, that told me, like, she was like, oh, are you plan on getting out, getting some color? And I was like, I look like this year round. Like, if I can accept it, you can accept it.
Well, and also it's not like, I don't know. There's also like an unhealthy level of that too.
No, I agree. I agree.
But there's also like this pressure, like, oh, what are you doing this summer? Like, I don't know, existing? I don't really
the same shit I did when it wasn't summer because I work for a living and I'm not a teacher.
Or, trying to stay inside and find as many indoor activities as possible because we live in Georgia and it's bloody hot.
It is.
And humid, and my hair no likey.
Mine nothing likes it.
Yeah, well, there's that. You walk outside and you're sweating. It's like...
I'm like, no thanks.
Okay,
bye, summer.
And we all have these outdoory children. I don't know how that happened. We are not outdoorsy. Why are they?
I don't know. I was really hoping Oliver was going to want to be a video game kid. I know everybody's like, get off the video games. I'm like, no, you need more of them because that means you don't have to go outside, which is great for me. I don't know about this green. Be alright. I hate summer. So I'm invested in the project, but like also I'm not invested in the project. I feel like the shoes took so much out of me. I was like, I just need something kind of easy. Because I'm committed.
Well, the shoes was also how many steps and...
So many freaking steps.
And all the layers and trying to get it right.
It was a lot. And then that
was a huge undertaking.
And I feel like they just kind of turned out like little cartoon shoes. I mean, it is what it is. But I feel like that's what they look like. I feel like they look like little cartoon shoes. But you know what? I never made shoes before, now I can say I have. Just cross that off the bucket list.
I was gonna say you and I have very different bucket lists.
My bucket list consists of napping. That's about it right now. That's all I care about outside of the normal stuff.
So what do you guys have planned for 3?
What do you mean?
Well, he turns 3, so do you have any plans for the day or expectations?
No, I mean, maybe he'll finally get his last 2-year-old molar.
Yeah, go out with a bang.
Yeah. I mean, as far as like tomorrow, like, no, like they're gonna come. They're gonna come have lunch with me, and I think that's like it.
Okay.
And then when I get home, his big gift from us is you like how I put purple on your side?
It's good because I was gonna reach over.
Dawn loves the color purple. The actual color, I don't know about the movie. Probably the movie too is good.
Probably the movie too. Not as much as the color.
Yeah.
It's not as depressing.
That's fair. But yeah, like I whenever I get home, I'll do he's got like his big gift from me is a dinosaur tent that like roars, and it's gonna go in his room. And then Rick got him this was it like a little car track or something that's dinosaur themed, and so he's gonna put that together. He really needs to put it together tonight, but that's probably not gonna happen. And
nap time.
Yeah, so he's gonna give him those. We're gonna do those 2 things, and then yeah, just kind of hang out, I guess. I may stop on the way home and get him like another, like a little like special cupcake. He really likes well, first of all, he just eats the icing off of them. Like there is no actual cake for him, which is fine. I don't really care. But I think what I'll do is I'll go and get one of the cupcakes from Ingles, because remember when we messed
those really
that hedgehog one.
Yeah,
when I messed it up, he was like, oh, like he
destroyed it.
Oh my god, he was like, this is the best. He was super pumped about it. So maybe I'll go get him one of those. But other than that, yeah, that's all we're doing.
Maybe he'll request pizza or something.
Yeah. I think the most impressive thing over the last year has been his language. Like,
oh yeah.
He processes and says stuff like, so.
Even 3 months and 6 months, like much less
it's
a
huge.
year.
It's a big jump. No, it's definitely a big jump. Like tonight, because Rick is a dum-dum. He goes, he was like trying to be funny because Oliver, I know a lot of kids by this point are like copying their parents and saying cuss words, but Oliver really hasn't done that too much, which is good because we cuss a lot. And so Rick goes, trying to be funny because he didn't think Oliver would copy him. He goes, tell mommy I said, you're so full of shit. He said, Oliver, tell mommy she's full of shit. And Oliver goes, no, you shit. And I was like, and then, of course, because we laughed, he would not stop saying it. And I was like, oh, my God. So, proud parenting moment there, Richard. I was like,
but
what
those
did you...
are so hard because you don't expect them, and it's so hard to stop
that's when they do it, though.
And then they
it's
keep
like
doing it.
I was going to say, that's when they do it, though, is when you don't expect them to. What did you... Oh. All right, so... Well, those kind of sit for and chill for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put the hello on here. It's just kind of going to go like this on the top. And I've already put it on transfer tape. This is just sticker vinyl, which is literally the bane of my existence. But it's all good because it's going to go on perfect. Or die trying. Okay.
Or it'll go on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Before I actually stick it. That looks about right. And the good thing is, if you use curvy letters, if it's crooked, you can't tell. Follow me for more pro crafting tips. You bitch. I knew it wasn't going to stay, though. You just have to take out all your anger on the vinyl.
Something's up there to scrape over here.
It's so funny, because there's so much stuff that gets cut out when we do these craft videos. So many things get said. But Melinda and I have this motto that it's not really crafting if you don't royally screw something up at least once. You know?
I mean, otherwise, like, did you really learn or teach anything?
Yeah. Are you even a crafter if you're not ready to, like, just burn the world because something didn't work right in your craft? So hello. You know what annoys me about doing crafts that I don't actually like? I always end up actually liking them. Like I always end up going,
That's so cute.
that actually turned out really good. You know. Here we are. Okay.
Do you want them back in the center?
No, because we're going to put these on them, and then we have to hot glue the outlines first.
Okay.
So, no. Okay. So I did not do transfer tape on this part because it seems dumb to me to do them all individually and you can just use the same piece of transfer tape multiple times. Oh, fun fact, I remember what it was. If you need transfer tape for your projects that you're using any type of anything that you would need transfer tape for, do not use Cricut transfer tape. It does not come off. So like when you put it on, it just like stays on whatever you put it on. And it's horrible. Get the stuff off Amazon, it's more affordable anyway. Oliver is super obsessed with this show called Gourmety. And I cannot stop singing the damn theme song. It's so good. Like you're mad, but you're like, I do kind of like it though. You know?
At least it's something that like isn't like the bane of your existence.
This one.
That's true.
This one.
Because there's definitely some kids stuff that gets stuck in your head and you're like, that's gotta go.
You're like, I would get anything for this to not be in my head right now.
Yeah. What's kind of funny is, so Vinny keeps realizing that Marshall is also a character in Paw Patrol.
Like, oh, like he keeps going, oh, wait a second.
Yeah,
like,
so they were watching it tonight, and he's like, oh, they're name twins! Which was really cute for him to be so excited about it. But also was like, did you not remember that you're wearing a Marshall shirt, for heaven's sake, that you wanted to match today? Like, okay.
Kids are weird.
Well, and they keep ensuring me that he's one of the smart ones.
What's really funny to me is like, so, you know, Netflix makes suggestions, like when you finish a show or whatever. It does it on adult stuff too. It doesn't matter what it is. It's funny to me because that's how we end up watching all of the weird, obscure stuff that we end up watching, because Oliver will see the little play of it or whatever, and he's like, I want to watch that. And so that's how we end up watching Gourmety. And, yeah, it's just funny because he'll tell me like what he wants to watch.
Which is helpful.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny to me that so the S is actually upside down.
That's what I thought.
It doesn't matter. Like, I think that makes way more sense. But I think it's so funny that you were like, that doesn't look right. So you just did it the other. So when I cut the S, it originally was like this. She was just like, no. She put it like this, which is fine because it looks that makes so much more sense. But the E looks very bizarre too. Well, all right, that turned out all right. So all we're doing is hot gluing the two pieces on the back together so that there's one piece to put down instead of two.
And even though I know you said it took a while for the Cricut to cut these, it was probably still less time than it would have taken to find these shapes online. To order them. And you probably would have needed to order 5,000 of them.
Yeah, it absolutely wouldn't have come in like a pack of the letter summer. Like, no, was that 6 or 8?
Yeah. It would have been like, you need 6,000.
No, and that's
everybody's
not
getting letters for Christmas is what you're getting.
Yeah, it's not true complaints. It's just that it was like, I am amazed at its process because it literally said when it started to cut it. Sorry, you're fine. When it started to cut it, it was like cut 1 of 14, and I was like,
Oh, right.
Because it does it in sections.
Right.
So it goes over it a little bit at a time, and then it eventually pushes all the way through. But so far, both things that I've done with the wood projects on the Cricut have been great.
And the other one was Valentine's Day? The hearts?
Yes. I was like, I don't know. It's been a minute since I've done the wood stuff. And then really the main reason I did the wood is because I wanted it to be 3D. Like I wanted it to like pop off of the thing. And it just, you know, even if you don't have a Cricut, you can find these shapes.
Yeah.
You can cut them out of foam and still make them 3D. Like there's always options to do things outside of using the Cricut.
And surprisingly, like even Dollar Tree sometimes has some really cute shapes if you're flexible in what you might want.
Yeah.
You just have like a theme.
And if they don't have them at your dollar store, go to the one next door.
Yeah.
Because like what your dollar store has is like it varies based on the city.
Yeah, I have 3 that I rotate between.
Yeah, and they all have different stuff, don't they?
Yep. And different quantities. So like the one by the boys' school actually tends to carry more of like the party stuff versus the one that's closer to home carries more crafty stuff.
Interesting. The one over here carries a lot of craft stuff,
Yes.
right? The one you're talking about is by.
Well, this one and the other one. There's another one up on PIB. So between these 2 are the ones that I do more of the crafty stuff.
That makes sense. I'm not trying to be funny. These are fucking huge compared to my other ones. Aren't
Yeah.
they big?
They really
The other
are.
ones are like
Because you had the mini one, right?
the
The other
little,
one?
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It got me through some stuff, but like, look, it's crazy looking. That looks stupid. What the fuck? It is what it is.
But you gotta push it through, so
Yep.
preferably without burning yourself. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I do like how much more this gives because the stick is bigger. Crazy. Definitely don't. The other one was like to get a lot. Like you really had to work with it to get a lot out. Like, and because
Right,
it was so
because
thin,
it's
it
small,
dried
yeah,
like really
quickly.
fast. It's such a pain in the butt. This is really cute.
It is.
Good for me.
Good choice.
I was like I was trying to tell Donna what I was like, oh, I gotta do a craft and try to figure out what to do. And I was like, I guess I could do this or this. And then I sent Melinda a picture of the example and she was like, why it's gotta be stupid summer? And I said, because I hate summer. She was like, I like summer, so what does that have to do with anything? But, yeah. So, I'm doing a summer sign. Summer sign sadness. This actually didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. I never know with these things. The good thing about wood is it absorbs paint very quickly. So if you're not having to if you're not trying to make it look like super perfect and like completely coated and you're okay with it being kind of streaky, it really don't take that long.
Oh, and even a second coat wouldn't have taken that much longer.
No, I guess not.
If you cared about it, not. Yeah.
Well, it didn't.
But I think there's also like it changes the look, right? It's more of like, you know, like a rustic versus or this could be like a beachy thing, right? Like most beachy stuff isn't solid, right? Like
yeah, there's usually like a texture or something to it. That's
and so
true.
doing that and allowing the grain to come through helps make it more summery. But
that's your professional opinion. It's my professional opinion. I said that. I was like, it looks beachy.
Yeah. White sands.
Cool. God, they're everywhere. It's so crazy.
Although now I think about it for like Halloween, just using hot glue and putting little webby things through.
Could do a lot of stuff with hot glue for. That's our sign.
It is cute.
Yeah, but now I feel like it's boring. Now I feel like it needs more stuff. I'm not putting more stuff on here, but I feel like it could use some somethings. But yeah, that's my very simple hello summer sign. for our June craft. Yeah, it turned out cute. I like the colors. I'm a big fan of rainbow colors in general. Always makes me happy. It really didn't take that long, all things considered. The thing that took the longest was the Cricut cutting the wood. That was the longest. And this is one of the pieces of wood you gave me like a year ago. Because I have so many of them.
Right, yeah.
I was like, what can I put it on? I know. So anyway, yeah. That's my June craft. Do you like it? If you don't like it, don't comment. I'm just kidding.
You don't want any kind of negative comments.
Yeah. Only like it and write positive things. Yeah, so hope you guys like this month's craft. This is an easy one. Maybe I'll do something a little more involved for, what was the next one? August? Lord. You know, I like it better when Melinda's here to do this part, but, you know, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Like this video, share it, comment. If you do summer crafts with your kids, what do? Send us pictures. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Momestly. Oh, and the bell. Don't forget to hit the bell just one time so you make sure you get notified when our next video comes out, which I have no idea what that one is. Box. We do boxes this month, so it'll be either a FabFitFun or a Boxy box. Those are always fun. Anyway, and see you guys next time.